Hello everybody, this is Johnny S with another R6 vlog, with another vlog, or let's call it R6 jigsaw vlog. So we're going to talk about both of those two bikes. So we're talking about the Yamaha 2006, the Yamaha R6 2006 model, and the GSX-R 1000 2005 model. These are the two bikes that we're going to compare, and today's video is going to be a comparison between comfort and ergonomics, which we're going to call it. The point is not to put any one of those two bikes down. They're both excellent bikes for their thing. I happen to have had the R6, still have it at the moment until it gets sold, and I just recently bought the K5. The K5 is much more advanced when it comes to the ergonomics and the comfortability, and I'm going to demonstrate this now in order to show both people that believed otherwise that that's not the case, and also for the believers just to see exactly on a specific person of a specific body type what it's like. So I'll try to keep the video as short as possible, but this is what we're doing today. We're doing a comparison between the two. So we're starting with the R6. We're going to get straight onto the bike just to show you. This is the body stance, normal body stance. I'm much more forward on the seat, just to show. Normally I'm a little bit more backward seated, but in order to get as low as possible. My knee is on a weird angle, and my feet I'm not able to flat foot. Okay, unless I do this. So this is where I'm sitting, and as far as the angle with straight up arms, this is what I am. It's quite down. As far as the angle of the foot, this is the angle, quite a steep angle, and if we have a look at the steering wheel, it seems to be a little bit lower, let's say, than my leg, so it's very downwards. Let's move on to the GSX-R. So now we're going to take a look at the GSX-R 1000 K5. Getting onto the bike, first of all, it already seems lower. Getting onto the bike, straightening it up. Look at my feet. Both feet flat footed. Again, like I said, I'm more forward. The tank pad is much higher, which means there's a lot more support. And as far as hand-wise go, if you drop down, this is where you are. They're much higher. As far as the lean angle of the knee, it's pretty similar to the R6, but it seems as if it's a little bit higher, if not at the same place. The way that Suzuki has managed to do this and keep the clearance the same on the foot pegs is they lowered both the foot pegs and the seat, but they kept the foot pegs a little bit shorter. So if you look at it, the foot pegs are more narrow on the GSX-R, including the seat, which is also part of the reason why it's much more comfortable. So riding a GSX-R, the specific K5 GSX-R, is much more comfortable than riding a 600 bike, which means even in traffic, you're going to be much more relaxed. The weight is amazingly, feels like exactly like the R6, if not better, because its center of gravity is lower, whereas the R6 is much higher. That's about as much as of the side view. Now let's put them next to each other and compare. So now we can have a comparison of the bikes next to each other. As you can see, the GSX-R seems as a much lower bike. It also leans further, hence why it looks much lower. It's not that low, but again, like I said, it's much lower. I'm going to walk around the bikes just to show what it looks like when I'm walking past them. So this is me walking past the R6. Okay, this is where we are, and this is me with the GSX-R. I mean, it's almost on my leg. You can see the difference. Like I said, there's a more of an angle, but even that should not make crazy difference. You can tell it's much lower bike, including the tank pad, everything's like lower. Okay. You can see it's a much, I'm going to try to showcase a little bit more the bikes from a different angle without getting the number plates and so forth. So this is what they look like from the top view. This is what they look like from the front. As far as width goes, there's not much difference, and I've got the feeling that the GSX-R is a little bit shorter. So let's go to the back. So the tire of the GSX-R is coming back a little bit more this way. And similarly with the front, it seems as if it's a little bit more this way. So this is what it looks like. And from the top wise, if you can have a look, one is much narrower. So this is what I was talking about, the GSX-R. The GSX-R has a much narrower sort of fit in comparison to the R6. It's a much more wider seat and a wider body. So this is one of the huge differences between the two bikes. Okay guys, so I'd like to thank everybody for your time. This is as much as I wanted to showcase the difference in ergonomics between both of these bikes. I had one for 15 years and I've got the other for not even a month. So maybe a little bit over the month. Excellent bikes, both of them, each to their own. R6, I do consider the design to be much more superior than the K5. Nevertheless, the K5 is an amazing machine. We'll have other videos and we'll talk about it further, but today I only wanted to focus on the ergonomic side of things and the comfortability. The GSX-R is much superior to the R6 when it comes to comfortability and comfortability alone. And there are other many aspects, like I said, that will break them down in future videos. I'd like to thank everybody for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video. It is an opportunity. Since I have both of the bikes for a very short period of time, I wanted to get this video done before I actually sell the R6, and we will not be able to see them side by side. That's about it, guys. I'd like to thank everybody for your time, and we'll talk soon. Keep safe. Bye-bye.